So let's start with understanding what is material. Well, simply material or raw material, as we know, is the resource business uses to make revenue. Okay, you buy raw material, and then you have two options. Either you are going to sell it as it is by relocating it to another market, or you will be further processing it. You will be applying labor and overheads, make something good out of it, change it in putting it into another utility, or making it capable to be beneficial in another way, and then sell it. Okay, that is your material. And your material does not only contain raw material, it also means work in process and finished goods. But most of the time we'll be talking about raw material. Okay. Now when we talk about material, we have two different kinds of materials in our production process, especially if you are a manufacturing concern. We have direct material, and the other one is the indirect material. To be going very simple about these two types, direct material is something that you use, that is what you actually produce. It is the basic ingredient of which your finished item is made of. Like wood in case of furniture manufacturing. You are selling furniture products, then wood is going to be raw material. You convert wood, you change its shape, put it into another utility, and it is good for others as well. Okay. So this is what direct material is, but indirect material is kind of a material that helps you in converting direct material into finished good. Okay, like glue, nails, and other stuff that you use to make furniture. Okay, all of those materials are your indirect material. You are not converting glue into something. You don't sell nails, but you use them in making finished items. Okay, so let me just go through over it again. Direct material is something that you convert into finished good and then sell it. Your business is to convert that raw material, that direct material, or in other words, whatever you are making at the base of it is direct material. If you don't have direct material, you will not have finished good at the end. But indirect material is supportive material. You use it in addition to other processes, other things that you apply on direct material in making finished good. So it aids, it helps you in the production process. Okay, like the machinery you have and the oil, the lubricative oil that you have to have the machinery working efficiently and flawlessly, that lubricating oil is your indirect material. It is not involved in production process directly. It is not the oil that is being converted into finished good, but it is helping you in having your production process efficient and effective. Okay. So it is indirectly involved in the whole production process. Now this has been a kind of a simplistic view of what direct material and indirect material is, but going technical about these two, direct material is something that arises or that cause direct cost, okay, of the production, whereas indirect material is that it causes indirect cost. Okay, or in other words, it is the direct material that you can charge to a particular cost center. Okay, like, okay, let me help you. For example, you have two different departments in your organization to produce something. Now, there are going to be two kinds of materials. One that only one particular department is using, and the second one either does not have a use of it or cannot use it. Now, whatever consumption of material is going to be, you can simply weigh it, you can measure it easily. Okay? Like wood. Alright, you have two different departments, cutting and finishing. In finishing department, you don't need wood. But in cutting department, you do need wood, and it is all about wood. You cut the wood into different shapes and logs and then attach it, and then it is sent to the finishing department where it gets polished and painted and everything. Now, as the wood will be going only in the cutting department, whatever consumption of wood is happening, it can be directly allocated into cutting department. So any resource that you can allocate directly to a cost center or a department, in other words, that is your direct material. But if you have problem in identifying that what amount of material is being used by what department, like lubricative oil, it will be used in the cutting department and also in the finishing department. If you have machinery in both of these departments, you would be using the same lubricative oil in both of the departments. Now you have no idea how much each of the department is using it. And because of the same, you will not be able to measure the cost. So for such material for which you are facing difficulty in allocating to which department specifically how much each is using or consuming and how much cost each department is incurring with respect to material, that is your indirect material. Now, if you understand this, it is good. Now, and if you don't, then just stick up with the examples that I've given you, that direct material is a material that is a basic main ingredient of the production process, and that is what actually gets converted into finished good, whereas indirect material is a supporting material that only helps in the production process and is not the thing that gets converted into finished good.